All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. This your boy Prince Hakeem.
This is your boy Ronnie Ron Mustang. Hey Hakeem, how's it going today, man? How you feeling, baby?
I'm doing fantastic, and I feel blessed, and I'm highly favored. And
all right.
You know what I'm saying? And, we have a special guest here today. And
oh, really?
We do.
You didn't even let me know, man. You should have called me, hit me up. Man, you would surprise me, man.
But thanks to you, you brought an alumni on. So, you know what I'm saying? So we can please the need. Because a lot of people think we hate women here. They call us the boys club. But we do. They do. And we don't. We do highlight Black women and their successes, because we know without a Black woman, there's no us. You know what I mean? So I want to just put that out there to satisfy the needs, wants of our guests. So, you know what I mean? So I want to introduce. Before we get to that, a shout out to the sponsor.
Yeah,
Shop Like a King.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. ShopLikeAKing.com. Coupon code is chaos, where you can get your fitness needs. That's what it is. Right. So we have a lovely lady here who is a fitness person. You know what I mean? And her name is Katrina Harris. When I seen her, I wanted to start doing Pilates. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I seen that, I wanted to start doing Pilates though.
He don't even work out. I be forcing him like, hey man,
you know what I mean? Like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? She got a body.
Thank you.
I thought you was like a young girl when I seen them pictures. I'm like, yo, she's like an Instagram model or something like that. And I'm like, but no, she said she's just an average. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Miss Katrina Harris, welcome to the show.
Yeah,
thank you so much for having me.
No, definitely. Yeah. So, here, me and Ron, we like to start from the beginning into the present. So we, you know what I mean? You can divulge whatever you feel comfortable. We like, where are you from originally? Where are you from?
I'm originally from Liberty City.
Go ahead.
So I'm here from Miami, Liberty City, born and raised. Currently, as you can say, brown sub, as everyone can say. So I'm here.
Yeah, the subs used to be something serious back then.
Yeah, it calmed down a lot. Thank God.
Like the Flats, the Hamptons.
Yeah, the white.
The white. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so
exactly.
So what did you do after high school?
Right after high school, I was actually working for Miami-Dade County. So I had a regular 9-to-5 job working downtown.
Okay.
And I was working there for about 9 years. And once that happened, I actually got laid off. They was laying off a bunch of people. Yeah, at the time they was like hiring and firing and laying off a lot of people at the same time. And I was one of the people that was laid off. And at the time, I was just like, you know what? I was overweight. I was like 240. That was my current weight at the time. So everybody was like, oh, wow, she's thick, all that. But I was so unhealthy, sluggish, like just all over the place. Until one day I say, you know what? I don't like the way I look with my clothes off. Like the waist trainers and all that look good when a woman is walking out, she's going to the club, but she's stepping out, with those fitted jeans on. You guys see that booty sitting up with
for
those
real.
heels and everything.
Because I be watching.
Because
I be watching.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks so good, right?
It looks good. It looks yummy.
You get the woman, yeah, exactly. Then, you see her with her clothes, I'd be like, whoa, wait a minute. But I didn't like the way I looked with my clothes off. And then I was unhealthy, like very unhealthy. I was like breathing hard. I couldn't do nothing. I walked down the street and I'm like, gosh. And it's like only like 5 blocks and I'm already feeling like I had an asthma attack.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So that's what I started to. I said, you know what? Let me start off by doing some light walking.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen to her.
Eating.
Yeah, listen to what she's saying, because she's actually giving you some pointers, especially around this time when we're dealing with this pandemic.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right, and FYI, I had no surgery, nothing. Everything was natural.
Yeah. And this is for
surgery.
Okay, thank you, Miss. And this is for you. This is for you idiots going down to Mexico paying $6,000.
Right.
And her body looks amazing. It's looking amazing.
Well, amazing not the word, though.
You know.
Go ahead. So, you're breaking up.
Thank you. It's hard at work. Like it pays off. So they like just staying away from the fried. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better now. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Better.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I basically just changed my eating. I just stopped from the junk foods and the fried foods. Just mainly eating stuff that's grilled, baked, vegetables, salads, and And once I started doing that, I started seeing a change in my body, and I started feeling like light. I started feeling good. I started feeling like stronger, and I was like, wow, like this feels like really good. So I started posting videos. And at the time, people was like, what are you doing? And I said, I just changed my lifestyle. And then that's when I eventually got a little deeper into it and got certified in it and started training as well. So I'm 5 years into training. I'm proud of that. And that's basically it. I'm changing people's lives. I'm inspiring people. People feel like sometimes they can't do certain things. But then when they train with me, it's like, wow, you really pushed me. You motivating me, like emotionally, physically. It's like crazy. So that makes me feel like really good about it.
So by you starting a fitness company, like what is some of the hardship you face when you get started? How do you get people involved? How do you get people coming to you and say, hey, I need pointers on how to do Pilates, how to, squats and stuff like that.
You know what I get a lot? And this is the honest truth. First thing they say, I know you had to have surgery because you can't, it's impossible for you to do that on your own. And I was like, no, you can do it on your own. I was one of those people who felt like I couldn't do it on my own. So once I get a one-on-one talk with a person, and once they come to one session, they were like, oh, you know what? Because sometimes us trainers, we get badgered like, oh, we like a bull hog, and we like try to push the person like to the first degree in the first 2 or 3 sessions. But I'm not like that because I know where I came from, and I know it can be very like challenging. So I start off normally slow, and then I ease into, of course, pushing you to your limits. So, but the hardest thing is a person, they look at me and they're like, no, I can't do it. And I'm like, no. And then I show them my before picture or how I used to look, and they're like, wow. I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Wow. That's totally amazing.
No, so definitely.
Go ahead, Akeem.
Now, let me ask you a question. Was you on a Netflix special?
No, I wasn't on a Netflix special.
No, you wasn't?
No.
Okay, because I was going through your pictures and I seen something that says Katrina, the ideal wife.
Maybe I would be someday.
Oh, okay. So so what are the demographics of the people who ask you to train them?
Actually, low self-esteem women.
Whoa, you never get I want to say this is mainly overweight women.
No, it's low self-esteem women.
Woo.
Low self-esteem.
Ronnie, take notes. We're gonna take notes.
I'm taking notes because
I'm taking notes as well.
In our community, there's a lot of low self-esteem women.
Yeah. Cause
you'll be very surprised. And some women, they not necessarily like overweight, but they like women like really like have low self-esteem. They're very shy, discomfort, sure of themselves. But the crazy thing about it, once they start doing that transformation, they like, oh my God, like I feel good, I feel sexy. I'm out here, nice. I'm gonna be taking trips, I'm gonna boost myself up. It's like they could conquer the world, and that's what I so love about it, because it's not, for me, training them, it's not just from, okay, I want to look good. It's from an emotional standpoint as well.
Preach.
So it's like
Trina, that's wonderful you hear that, because we get shot down here because we like. I want to say it, but I don't want the people to get mad at me when I say this.
No, go ahead. You already know I can. Go ahead.
Like, do you see a difference that you lost a little bit of weight when it come from the opposite sex compared to when you was a little bit heavier?
Sometimes I can say yes and no, because I have a bubbly personality anyway. So it's like a lot of people gravitate to my personality.
I could tell that though.
So it's because some guys actually like, man, I like you with the BBW. I like when you was so thick. So, so some guys they like it, some guys don't. So I mean, depends on I guess the individual of the guy.
No, definitely. But because over here, we preach that. I think, like, in our community, obesity is a big situation.
Facts.
And especially amongst women, because women get hit the heaviest.
It depends.
Women get hit the heaviest, and we also, there's a
yeah.
Not the causation, but there's a correlation with women being overweight and not getting married as well. You know what I'm saying?
I'm driving, actually. I get hit, honestly, I get hit, to be honest, with women and men.
Huh?
Oh, really? So you get the both sides and the both feel from women and also men.
So sometimes if I'm out with a guy, a woman may be like so bold and be like, "Wow, I don't want her."
I'm asking. It's a fact. No, for real. Like you look.
If we can show you a picture right now, people are like, "Okay,
like
you know what I'm saying?"
I had to look twice. I'm like, is this a statue or something like that, my nigga? like for real. Like you look like you was chiseled. I'm like, what? Like. This is not even real.
No, but but you can see it, like the type of lifestyle she lives by her taking care of herself, her eating right. You can see it in her skin.
And her skin definitely. You look twice as younger. You know what I mean? And mind you, I tell people when don't get me wrong, I don't want people to think that it's all about losing. You have to have a good personality as well. I don't want people to first and foremost, because I don't want people to think I'm just talking smack, but the fact of the matter is that you went out there and did the work. You hear me trying to say? And then you do that. It's a different, you know what I mean? Your mindset changes a little bit.
And it starts with the mindset. And can I add something, lady? The sex drive. It also, guys be badgering us saying that, like,
you better let them know.
Like, okay, you're on top, the legs get weak. Us fitness ladies, you could go. FYI, because our stimulus is high, our energy is high. Everybody got quiet.
No. We trying to let the queen speak. We know when to shut up.
We know when to
we know when to shut up. You speaking. We're not going to interrupt you, queen.
Yeah, so it's basically all across the board. Some guys they don't have that energy as well, but us, people that who's into health and working out, it's a lot across the board that especially in the bedroom, we can actually
for real. But I mean, the fact of the matter is that it takes a person strong enough to realize what's going on and want to correct that situation and to put themselves in a position to get and I'm saying this to get married. I gotta point that out because it's like you can have a bunch of money, you can have a good career and stuff like that, but if you know what a man wants and a thing like this, but that's one part of this conversation. But the conversation is the fact that you chose to get into fitness because you seen something you wanted to change, which is a very inspiring story.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But I wanted to coincide with what we and Ron always talk about. Like for when a man sees this, especially a man of means, I'm not talking about the 90% of us, because you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean. Most men who don't have money don't mind dating any type of woman. You know that,
right? Mm-hmm.
But a man of means, maybe like the top 10%, especially in Miami, which we're talking about the bus driver, the police officer, the truck driver, making $70,000-$80,000. He's a very visual creature. So for a person to look at you, he would look at you and was like, okay, I would marry somebody like, because you're gonna always take care of yourself and be there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and mind you, listen, mind you, change his eating habits.
Yeah, it starts there. Yeah, that's hard. It is hard.
You know what I mean? Make him a little bit more healthy. You know what I'm trying to say? He's like, hey, babe, come on, we're going to go out for a walk and stuff like that. And that's the thing. But here's another example which I want to ask, too. Like, when you was in this transformation, were you in a relationship?
Actually, no. I was by myself.
You see? But
I was by myself.
Can't you notice that there's a lot of women who want to get healthy, but they feel like they need somebody there with them to do it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like some women, they'll be coming out of like a bad situation, and some of them have the mindset like, you know what, I'm gonna show him. So you know what, I'm gonna do this for me. He always used to call me fat or blah 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 and everything like that. So guess what? I'd be like, you know what, you're gonna do it for yourself, and plus you're gonna show off this new person that you're going to be transforming. And when he decides that he wants to come back, you're going to be on a whole different type of person, on a whole different type of vibe, and a whole different type of mindset.
No, definitely.
But you know what? Another thing too, men get intimidated too. Not all men, but a lot of men.
Oh. Yeah, they get it. Yeah, because they get intimidated because them themselves, they don't know how to deal with a woman that's high value. When a woman,
definitely.
When women start taking care of herself and start eating right and start doing stuff for herself, most men don't know how to counterattack that. So they get nervous, they get scared, and they start judging that woman like, oh, she thinks she all that. That's not necessarily true. That woman just became a god. You get what I'm saying?
No, and I'm gonna keep it 100. If I would have seen you on the street, I want to talk to you.
You see,
right?
Because
you look that good. I'll be apprehensive. I'm like, damn, she look good. She got her shit together. Like, what I'm gonna be able to do for her?
Not me. I'm gonna approach her straight up.
But I'm just keeping it a Billy. Yeah. But if this was somebody who looked at a little bit, I'm gonna get killed when certain people hear this. And the fact that, man, I just don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't give a fuck. So when you see low-hanging fruit,
low-hanging fruit is women that's out of shape, that don't really take care of herself, low self-esteem women.
Low self-esteem women. Like, men tend to go for low-hanging fruit because they see, and mind you, we're talking about the 90% of us. We're not talking about the 10% of men who have money to spend, who women would allow for men to do certain things. So you have a lot of men who would approach these type of women and would look at you and would have to take a step back and look like, okay, yeah, this is a different type of situation.
Right. You know what I mean? I've heard that before.
You know what I mean? Because you're in a different league. You'll make somebody want to think. So my next question is the point about this. Have you ever had a client that you had to set realistic goals with and really wake them up and tell them that this is not an overnight thing?
Oh, in the beginning, I had to explain that to every client because most clients would be like, I want to look like this within a month. And I'm like, sweetheart, nothing happens overnight. And plus, you have to gain that discipline and be consistent of the sessions and also what you eat in the kitchen. So I'd be like, that's not realistic. I say, now, if you decide that you want to do surgery, which I don't never recommend, like a quick fix, then you go ahead and waste your money. But if you're looking for a lifetime, then that's when you can come to me, where you can, the weight is going to stay off because it becomes a part of your life.
Fact.
But why do you think, Katrina? Why do you think surgery is a bad idea? Because most women do it, and some women do have good success with it.
Most women that I actually saw with it, they usually end up coming to the workout session because the weight usually come back on. Now, when it come back on, it come back in different. Right, exactly.
You want to know why?
You don't even recognize they did it. Like, wow, you really did it? When? I didn't know you had it.
For real, Katrina, can I be honest with you about? And I'm a very transparent person. I had the surgery.
Okay.
I had the surgery, and I was down to about 200 pounds. Now, mind you, when you go through these whole sessions, and I wish I would have learned this before that. Which, this is why we do things to educate our people. And I can just be transparent about this. The doctor says it automatically. Hey, you're going to gain the weight back. You're going when you have something dramatic like that, and there was no repetition on that, and there's not a strict regimen, it's going to come back, and it can even come back worse. So when I had my surgery, I gained the weight back, and I had bad acid reflux.
Oh wow!
Which I have to take medicine for. You know what I mean? So when she says do not get surgery, she means what she's talking about. You're speaking to somebody who is that, who's now gaugingly tried to build up a regimen every single day and to try to get back to a normal situation.
Yeah, it's scary. Like, I had some women, like, it's just scary. But I love the success stories, especially like when women, they have, some women, they have like health problems, like such as high blood pressure or this. Oh my God, KR is going to have to be on the blood pressure pills or no more because I've lost the weight. Blah, blah. So that's like, wow, like, see, you did it all on your own. It takes time, but if you want to stay off, you can do it if you really want to.
No, definitely, but I want you to talk to the people as far as just letting them know what you think is the basic for you to be a certified fitness trainer, because you can speak. this is valid information she's going to tell people. She does this for a living. From a basic level, from a starting point, what you think people can do to work their way up to that level of being, to that level of trying to get to a goal?
You know what? It's so simple. It's so simple. It's what you eat in the kitchen. It's what you eat in the kitchen.
Oreos, ho-hos,
that
fried chicken.
No, but most people don't understand that. It's what you eating
late at night.
You see, that's it. It's the eating. It's that we have a bad problem eating.
Some people they eat late at night and then you go to sleep and then you're like, man, I feel sluggish. You don't. And people don't eat. Some people eat just to be greedy. Eat to be full. Once you stop feeling like you're full, then you're like, okay, I had enough. But some people eat just because, oh no, I have to eat all this food. Like I said, I was there. So it's not like I'm telling you guys like something like garbage. I was there. That's what a lot of people
but also what leads it to is stress. When you're stressed out, you want to eat something. It's weird.
Right,
like when
exactly.
You're stressed, you want to get a bag of chips and go ham.
That's it. Or you're going to go to McDonald's, or you're going to go to Wendy's for the 2 for 4 for 4. And
I lie. I had one today. I testify.
You know what
I had one today.
The 4 for 4 was...
And let me add this. Once you start eating, like on a regular, like, okay, like I can do this. Once you so-called eat something bad or unhealthy, you start getting sick. Like what I mean is if you're eating salads and you like, okay, let me start changing the way I eat, my eating habits. Once you start eating, going back to what you ate, like far as like you may eat something garbage, like like you said, let me go to McDonald's right quick because I ain't had time to meal prep or something like that. People's stomachs start turning, be like, okay, Harris, like what happened? I say, yeah, because your body is getting adjusted to you eating clean. And another thing, like most women don't go to the bathroom regular.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
It's a big thing because you caked up, you all backed up and stuff because you got all that grease and all that unhealthy stuff in your system and it's not really cleaning you.
Yeah, they had to use stool cleaners and all that.
Yeah. So it's like, wow.
But
yeah. I heard that too. A lot of women ain't going to the bathroom regular.
I've dated some women who was like, you know what I mean? Who was like, oh, I'm not going there. But another thing too is like, which I think you can attest to, as far as just simply just taking a 30-minute walk every single day, somebody would see results, right?
That's true. That's so. And the thing is, you could actually do it like 3 to 4 times out the week. And no, it does not take like 2 hours. Like some people be in the gym, I was in the gym for 2 hours or whatever. If you're consistent at least 3 times or 4 days out the week with between like 30 minutes, not even, I'm going to say 30 minutes to 45 minutes, the max. And if you start changing your eating, you're going to see results at least within a month. That's if you're being consistent.
Right. He's right.
Yes.
I have done some changes with my eating habit as well. I started eating more greens, a little bit of meat, and you see the result. You start feeling better. Like you start feeling like you the Flash.
You start feeling lighter. You start feeling lighter, and then after you eat, you don't feel as sluggish and tired.
Fact. He's speaking fact. I hope people out there taking notes because he's speaking fact.
Definitely.
Yeah, like jumping on a super instinct.
How did your family feel about your family? And your kids? First, I want you to go chronologically. You can go from your mama to your kids. How did your mama and your kids, your family, and then your kids felt about when you embarked on this journey as far as the business, as far as losing the weight and then turning it into a business?
First of all, I'm the only child from my mom.
Oh, wow.
So I'm the only child, so she supports anything I do. But at one point, she's like, Katrina, I think you're overdoing it. Like, you don't have to do all that. I feel like you're getting addicted to it. And she was like, it's okay, to eat and stuff. I said, Mom, I'm not starving myself. I'm just doing a transformation. Wow. And guess what ended up happening?
What?
Okay, well, I'll go walk you with. Let me see what this is about. Wow. Let me see what the hype is about. So she got inspired and encouraged on, being healthier as well. Even the kids, my kids was like, Mom, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. And Lord of behold, well, since it's early in the morning, we can walk with you because it's dark. I say, no, y'all want to come to see what's going on.
Basically.
And then it's like, So, it was just like, everybody's like, wow, you really look good. Now, my aunts, they not for that at all because they was like, we're not built to be your size. We built to be heavy. God didn't make you.
Oh no, that's all a lie.
Yeah, God didn't make you to be that way, and I feel like you're trying to kill yourself over this and that. So they still against it now, but you know,
they what?
They still against it now.
Wow,
that's a negative mentality. No offense, because the thing is, when you're trying to progress yourself to something higher, you want to appreciate that and not cherish that.
Are they married?
No.
Okay.
I've never listened to them.
You said they're not married, right?
They're not married, no.
And do they have kids?
Yeah, they have kids. They have.
But there's no rings. There's no suitable suitors. You see, I'm about to say something that might be offensive.
No, go ahead. I kind of see
go
where
you're
going.
Okay.
I'm open-minded.
You're
She's open-minded.
Do they have boy toys, like men who mess around with them?
Sometimes.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and this is for them to say that to you, and seeing how you going about this. A lot of people don't know this. They're gonna hate me for this. I'm a man. So I can honestly tell you that men are visual creatures, and it's not like saying certain big women don't get hollered at. You know what I mean? But you tend to be an eternal side chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you. It's a fact.
You tend to be an eternal side chick. You know what I mean? And they'll take you out on dates. They'll say, "Oh, you beautiful, you thick," and this and that. But they will never get down on one knee and propose in public with a certain ring of character.
Right. You will never be marriage material.
You never be marriage material. You know what I mean? Because
but what you saying, Hakeem, is true. And I was going to ask Katrina too, because there's some people that's actually in a relationship. They are afraid to tell their significant other that they need to lose a couple of pounds.
Yeah.
I was going to ask her, has she ever dealt with somebody that's a client of hers that came to her like, "Hey, how come my man never told me this, and you are the one to tell me that?" You know what I'm saying?
At the time when I first started the journey, I was by myself, but when I saw somebody at I was at the store, and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" They was like, "Whoa, I didn't recognize you. You look like a hamburger from being fat."
Whoa.
I ain't gonna lie, that hurted me to the core.
This was a man that said that?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a male friend that I haven't saw in like years.
He shouldn't have said that though. Not like.
But he was being honest.
Oh no, yeah. He right. You see. Now I'm getting soft.
You being soft, man. No way he's being honest, but I want to see what happens. So what happened?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so when he said that, I was like, okay. So he was like, okay, well, you go ahead and take care of yourself or whatever like that. And then that's when that next week I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh, I think he is right. And then it motivated me, to be honest. It motivated me to like, you know what? Let me tighten up.
But you didn't take that, but you took that in stride. But you didn't take that as, you know what I mean, like as disrespect, man.
No, I didn't take it as disrespect. He was just being honest because he haven't saw me in years. So, like, can you imagine seeing somebody in years? You're like, what the hell?
Now, I'm about to ask you another serious question, and you can believe in and tell me this now. You're probably maybe the third black woman I've ever met who has a fitness.
Wow, really?
I'm being real about it. I don't know too many black women who gets into fitness that's just doing it natural, not that Herbal Life bullshit.
Right, exactly.
Because
I don't want to talk them, but I understand what you're saying.
You get what I'm trying to say? Because they try to win you over and make you spend all this money to drink these shakes, and then they, you know what I mean?
That's a cult, bro.
You know what I mean? Especially where our culture as being black people, we're so against fitness. You know what I mean? Yeah. To find a woman who feels like, hey, I'm thick and you just got to deal with it, for you to just be willing to get in that type of realm. You know what I mean? I wonder like how other because I know you probably maybe go to a conference that deals with fitness and deal with other people who have fitness, and you probably are like maybe one of very few black women in the room.
It's true. But men can be feel like they dominant. So when the challenge comes, when you know what you're talking about, they're like, oh, so you really do know what you're talking about. Or because sometimes we have these conferences I may attend to, they may be here, or sometimes even out of town, and we have to do like fitness challenges. And so certain men will be like, yeah, she ain't gonna do these push-ups in 1 minute, or she ain't gonna do these sit-ups in a certain amount. And so when you do it, they're like, damn, she really pulling it off. So it could be a challenging, especially with men as well. because they feel like they men and they supposed to only want to be into this fitness, Hercules type of industry. So it could be a challenge.
See, that's the problem we have as men. Men feel like women can't do the job as men. Over here in this channel, we and especially in this podcast, we always talks about how we uplift our sisters. We put them in a higher as we are. So we never downgrade the sisters. Always put them on top. Because women can just do the same thing as men can. You know
like, cause even now, I'm currently going through like it's certain men that's trainers, and they'll so-called try to. I'm not gonna say take a client, because you can't take a client unless the client is willing to go. But a lot of women feel comfortable with women trainers because they're like, okay, you're a woman, so you know. So I done had other male clients try to come behind me and was like, oh, you shouldn't really go to Kay Harris, come to me or whatever. I've been doing this way longer than her or whatever. Plus I'm a guy and blah, blah, blah. But whatever for me and for anybody else as a trainer, as in this industry period, is just for you regardless. So I just have to keep moving.
You're right, and the funny thing about that is, I would tell a woman, you'd be stupid to go with a man. How could a man know your physiology to tell you how to lose the weight?
Exactly. Right.
You know what I mean? Exactly. You'd be the prime example. You know, hey, like she knows what she's talking about, and she knows how to tone to. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, you look very like I could tell you look very toned in certain places. I'm like, okay, you had to know what you're doing to get it to where you want it to be, and I think that's really important.
Now, and I'm a realistic body. Like I'm not small or skinny.
Yeah.
Yes, I still have thighs and hips, and because some women be like, oh, I don't want to get skinny, or I don't want to get too. And I'm like, no, I'm a realistic person in body.
I know people gonna be listening in. They're gonna be like, okay, Katrina. They're gonna be like, where can I find you? Because I want to see these pictures. I want to see these results. So how can I find you?
Okay,
where can they find you at?
I'm on Facebook and also Instagram as Kay Harris Fitness. And I'm also on YouTube as Kay Harris Fitness. So YouTube, Facebook, and also IG.
Definitely. I want you to send us your links in a thing so I could put them when I posted it. And this is my last question. Now I see you currently do the fitness at your home. Yeah, you bring them to your home. Now now do you try to teach people? It's like a 2-part question. Do you try to teach people where you can work out for free or work out for cheap instead of going to a gym? And are you planning on getting your own facility?
I'm planning on getting my own facility, but for right now, I do travel. So one day, like in the mornings at 5 o'clock in the morning, I may be at this particular area, like in the city, and then around 8:30, I might be in Miami Gardens, and then I may be in Miramar. But once you sign up, once a client first like, hey, I'm interested in your program, I also email them what area you located. This is the time that I'm here. If you want a one-on-one, I'm willing to come to your house and do a one-on-one session. Or the group sessions may be here at this location at this particular time. So I always try to compromise with the customer, as far as the location as well.
And one more, you see, I'm getting greedy now. Ron, do you got a question? I'm getting greedy.
No. I was gonna answer because because now since people are at home, when they subscribe to you, because there's people that probably go to your YouTube channel and your Instagram. Do you do video live with the clients, or is it on meet and greet?
Well, it's meet and greet because most clients do not want to be on live first, the first time, because they feel like, I'm not ready yet. So what I do is I take a before picture, and then maybe a month or two later, I may do a after. And once they start feeling comfortable, because they start getting confident. I'm like, yeah, we could go live. Go ahead. And then I tag them on their page, and their friends or family members like, girl, I didn't know you was working out. That's why you was losing weight. Like, yeah. So it's they singing, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. So now,
Go ahead now.
They feeling good about themselves after, but in the beginning, it's just a one-on-one session to where I actually talk to them to see where they're at physically and emotionally.
You when you said that, you sound like do you do some inspirational talks with them?
I actually do. Why you say that? I actually do. I get a bond with.
Cause no, I can hear that. I can hear that in your voice. You sound like in a sense, you know, the way you talk, like you have this like this life coach thing coming out. I feel that vibe from.
Yeah, it actually does. Because, like I said, you'd be surprised. Like, women be really going through it behind closed doors. Sometimes women cry. Oh my God, thank you. And then you're like, wow. It's like, I don't have a choice but to be like soft-hearted for them. And that's what made me push them even more. Come on, you can do it. You got this. Let's go. Let's get it. Get up. Keep it going.
Now,
so when they feel like wow.
What is your opinion about people going to gyms? Do you think it's worth the money, or you think they could just work out at home? What you think is the best?
I think the gym is a good thing. I feel like the gym, I'm not against it because I also go to the gym as well. But the gym is for like if you want to tone more, or if you just want to build more with your activity with to incorporate the outside. I love the outside, especially in the beginning, because outside is harder because you're doing cardio. And it's like endurance and everything like that. So once the weight has started coming down, then I'm like, okay, guess what? We're going to do 2 outsides and 2 insides of the gym. So now we're going to, start gaining strength and toning all at the same time versus like, okay, I dropped the weight. Now I got all this saggy skin off me. But with me, it's like I incorporate both at the same time. So you could be losing and also gaining muscle at the same time.
So you say you could be losing and also gaining muscle at the same time. That's all.
Yeah, that's because like some people they drop the weight. Yeah, it's fine. But now when we like this, oh, my skin looks saggy, or look. So that's why in the beginning, I see where your weakness is. But in the beginning, it's straight cardio, like your own body weight. So we doing simple jumping jacks, simple burpees, and everything like that. I may have 5 different exercises. You may be doing it 3 times around. I may give you a 1-minute break in between because, it's the beginning stages. And then once we start going and I see that you're getting better. Okay, I see you dropping the weight. So guess what? Let's incorporate some weight. Let's start toning. So it's like all into one. I get a few men that come.
Oh, you get a few men that come?
Oh, yeah, men. I was about to ask you. So you get men that do come. Nice.
Yeah, but it's rare. But men, men are like that. My friends, they might be like, "You getting trained by a woman?" Because it's like but then when they go out, they be like, "Whoa, what you been doing behind closed doors?" And
No, I love that you say that because you have a lot of people who who think that just going straight to the gym is the first answer when you just right now say your starting point should just be walking first until that starts to break down a little bit. Then you work your way up. So it's all transition.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. No, that's amazing. Go ahead, Akeem.
Is there any advice you want to give to anybody, like as far as just starting your own fitness business, losing weight? Especially for women out there who do listen to us, who's struggling. And
it all starts in your mind. Once you have it in your mind and a goal that you want to try to accomplish, you don't say like, I don't know. Say I'm going to do it. Set a goal and start off slow and work your way up to that goal. And you have to be consistent. Most people that start off real strong. They lost 2 pounds and like, oh yeah, this it. They start falling off. But like, be consistent. Even the days that I know, like, you know what, I worked all day. I'm tired. Get on the treadmill, walk. Go to the park for like 20 minutes. Because after that, usually when you're tired and you start working out, that's usually the best workout.
Yes.
Because in your mind, you're like, you know what? I did it. I accomplished it, even though I was tired. So guess what? I'm out here. I done started. I might as well complete it.
Preach, Queen. Yeah.
Preach.
Yeah.
That's my best advice. Just to be consistent, and just have it in your mind to do what you want to do.
I really
love the
appreciate
fact.
that.
I do. I'm soaking it in like a sponge, and I love the fact he said it starts with the mind. People don't understand the mind is a powerful thing.
Yeah,
when you understand that weapon, you can do anything. Literally.
I tell people all the time, you're gonna have some jealous friends. They're gonna start talking, maybe, and then if you're married or got boyfriends, you start losing inches. You may start wearing more sexier clothes, and you may start feeling yourself. But you got to keep pushing it, because that does come into play. Because I don't have women as well coming like, girl, my husband think I need to slow down, but I feel good and I look good. And I say, guess what?
Really?
Keep on.
What type of man? Yeah. What type of man would say something like that?
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. I'm like, hell yeah, baby. You need to. I need a tip her. Where's she at? I'll give her another $100. You feel what I'm saying?
I've had women say like their boyfriend or husband's like, all right now, all right, you losing too much now. Now you want to buy all these sexy dresses with your back out and your cleavage showing. You don't need all that. You married. What you trying to attract?
Wow, that's
crazy, man. I never heard nothing like that.
I never heard nothing like that too.
Like, I'm so serious. It happens.
I think you're saving marriages by doing that. You know what I mean? As far as just, you know what I mean, and just opening people's eyes up. You know, be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can make this a family thing. Like, yo, we all go out.
That, Hakeem is also a selfish thing too, because behind closed door, they probably cheating on somebody that looks just like the fitness lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking good. That way don't make no sense.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it's sorry, because like some women have those type of stories, and then some have like where the men be like, "Hey, it's almost time. You better get up. Go to K Harris," and they be like, "Oh yeah, okay." So some men encourage their woman, and some men be getting like intimidated or jealous on a low. Like, okay, you don't got to do all that.
Have you ever had? My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, I was just piggybacking off what I said. Like, some men, they be intimidated by their woman, like, losing weight and receiving more attention.
Yep.
From the outside.
It happens. Have you ever had a man come to you personally to register his wife up or his woman?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you think? Go ahead.
The women sometimes will be like. Because sometimes the husband is, okay, well, I could do it with you. But some women, I hate to say it, but some women be like, nah, I'll do it by myself. You don't need to go to her. Go to somebody else.
They see that.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, it's fine. But yeah, I've had that before. Which is good. It's a great thing. So
no, definitely. I'm happy I had a chance to talk to you and for people to, support your business, you know what I mean? And it's a refreshing thing to say that, because I've learned so much now, because we do get into fitness is not really talked about, and I think it's very important, even for men too. It's not only for women, but even for men, I think we as well to start to take things a little bit more seriously.
Wow, I'm so happy to be here. I was a little nervous, but I'm so happy. You guys made me feel very comfortable.
Oh no, definitely, man. We family here.
Yeah, it was refreshing.
You know what I mean? Because we want to highlight things like this. Because you know what I mean? Because you see, the thing is, Miss Harris, like, you probably have your own set of followers. We have a bunch of followers, but it is like, and we want to promote you to our people because we think that it's important. You know what I mean? Because when he told me, I was like, definitely, we need to have somebody like her talking, especially because it's a woman. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Because let's be very honest about it. We live in a very misogynist society, so a lot of women do not get highlight. Sometimes they get overshadowed by men who are fitness. Because I can pull up a page and find 5 dudes who do fitness.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that these guys are comfortable to go work with. I tried to go find a trainer. Some of these dudes are assholes.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're assholes, and some of them work at the Pepper Park up here. You know what I'm talking about? you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
They be holding some of their boot camps up there at Pepper Park, and I was like, okay, like, I'm not going to spend a couple dollars up here just to you know what I mean, see him do the rigmarole, and it's like it's a yeah, it's not a feel to it. So you know what I mean, and that's the point that I want to get out. And I definitely want to promote your business, and you know what I mean, that shit. I might be a client of yours soon.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna get back to this walking first. Then I'm gonna give you a call. I'm like, Miss Harris, I'm here. I'm here, gorgeous. I'm here to work with you now.
Because Miss Harris, pretty soon we trying to create a platform where we'll bring everybody like entrepreneurs, fitness people with
awesome.
health,
You guys are doing
to teach our community. So we're trying to teach our community because our community is lacking in a lot of areas.
No, definitely
with health and fitness. You get what I'm saying?
Basically, that's one of the main focus. Me and him have a plan too. We want to hold these, especially for our impoverished neighborhoods. And I always say this, like, the only gym that it used to be a gym, and you probably know this, was on 7th Avenue by 54.
They still there.
It's still there, but not a lot of people go there.
I know. No. You know why?
Nah. What happened?
Yeah. No, it's intense in there. You know why? First off, number one, they have no AC on in there.
Oh my God. Yep.
But on purpose. It's on purpose. It's not like they're not paying the AC bill or nothing like that. But it's on purpose. And most guys that go there, they're older guys, former boxers, that attends that gym. So it's very intense when you go in that gym.
You see, and this is the point, and it's not women friendly.
No, it's not.
And you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The bathrooms are nasty in there.
Yeah, it's straight like grimy.
Yeah, bathrooms. Like, mind you, and it's owned by some Muslims.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So
you see,
exactly what you're talking about.
You see, I know what I'm. You see what I'm. And this is not no secret. Now, this is the point where me and Ron say we wanted to have a gym in the hood, because I don't think people understand that there's a negative connotation that they think that black people in the Poking Beans on Largemont or in what's that by 62nd and Sugar Hill and all these places, they think that these people don't want to work out, but there's not a place in a city, because the nearest Planet Fitness is always on West Dixie, and then there's another one always on 167 in South Miami. LA Fitness is on Biscayne and 125th. If we want to keep the U-Fit is all the way on Miami Gardens on 27th and 20 something. Who?
You preach it.
How people are gonna get there?
It's true.
Right.
But if you knock down the corner store, which is selling people stale old food and outdated juice, and slap a gym right in front of it, I bet you that it'll be packed every day.
And then let me tell you, because you guys probably didn't know this, it's a low key, as the young people say, a low key gym. You know what Brownsville Middle School is?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an old building. It used to be a school back in the days. They actually trying to turn into like a community center, but it's a little gym in there. It's right there. I'm gonna say 52nd Street and about 24th Avenue, and it's free.
It's free.
You see how it's low, but you see how it's low key.
Yep.
Because they don't want us to take care of our own personal health.
But not only that, though, I'm gonna tell you something. Where I have a problem with the community gyms, because you know they got one at Pepper Park. They got a gym at Pepper Park, and you can pay, but these gyms don't stay open. They're mandated by the city. So, and this is why I say we need something like a business, like a Planet type fitness type that could be and I'm giving away a business idea that could be put in the ghetto. I'm talking about, and this is why people don't like when I say this. We need one in Overtown, one in Little Haiti, one right across the street from the Poking Beans, and one right there. And I bet you people would come, women would be in there with their kids working out.
That's true. That's so true.
You know what I'm trying to say, and hopefully we can get to that point, and that's why, you know what I mean, I want for a person like you to speak. Don't get me wrong, they got Betty Ford, you know, that Is the track over there people go to sometimes?
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah.
But that
see,
go ahead.
Some people, like a lot of, the reason why I start so early because some people do want to go before work.
Yeah.
So like at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, it's like, the regular gym is not open.
And where your clients based at?
Excuse me?
Where some of your clients are from? What areas they coming from?
From the city.
Okay,
the city,
thank you.
The city, Miami Gardens, and
okay.
And yeah. So
need I say more? Let's say if you had a gym right smack that in the hood where most of your clients coming, and you'll be able to train with them in the gym that's right across the street, like a blocks away from their home. They'll be calling you all day, and this is something that I'm surprised that they didn't upgrade the gym on 54th Street. That's a whole nother conversation.
No. Oh, that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah.
That's no other conversation.
But Hakeem, you brought on some great ideas, and hopefully someone will listen in and actually build on that idea.
I pray for that.
I'm listening.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
She's listening. That's good.
No, definitely. Because if you do your research, and because I do, I research all day, and I look at there's buildings that not too far from the Poking Beans that are owned, that are just they're empty. Nobody's using them. Nobody's thinking about using them because they're there. But most people who come there and open up businesses usually trying to open up a dollar store or a corner store and sell something, which these businesses is not there. So there's tons of buildings around there, and the rent is fairly cheap. It's the area where they say people shoot people all the time, so the rent can't be that expensive.
Right, it's true.
You know what I mean? Which that is a whole nother conversation about. You know what I mean? So you see, I could go on forever. You know what I mean? But Katrina, I want to thank you so much for coming here and speaking to everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
We have to bring you back up.
We got to bring you back.
About relationship. Relationship stuff. Yeah.
We do. I think you're qualified to tell these women how to level up.
Yes, absolutely. I'll be ready for it whenever you guys willing to have me.
No, definitely. Do you have any last words for anybody?
Yes.
No, I just want to say, continue to do what you're doing. You guys are doing an excellent job, and for everybody out there, don't just look at yourself. Transformation, consistency. Remember, it starts with your mind. Be healthier, live long, live, love, and laugh.
With that being said, I'm going to Pepper Punk right now.
There we go. I'm about to say the same thing.
We're out. 30 minutes. All right, Chaos Culture Radio, we out.
All right, thank you guys. Good night.